Hello everyone. Welcome back. This is episode 6 and I thought, you know what, I'm going to share a bit of value today because I've hit a point in my journey, along my journey of success, where I've slowed down a little bit. And we know what happens. Well, if you follow me, you probably know when you slow down, there is something that your mind does not like about the next level of success, because if it didn't fear it, your subconscious, consciously we don't fear it, consciously we think more success is going to be fucking brilliant. But if you didn't fear it subconsciously, you would carry on. So why are you slowing down now? So I'm going to hit a few points about how different areas of success can actually make you more successful. So I'm not just talking about money, I'm not just talking about more clients, better business, I'm talking about you, your family, yourself, everything, how you can actually gain more success as a result of becoming your best self, and how becoming your best self actually isn't just more money and more success, and how you can work on different areas to make you more money. It will all make sense when I go through it, but do you know what, I'm just going to explain how you know you have hit fear of success. So what happens is you start growing, business is going great. This can happen with weight loss, anything, like you start losing weight, and then boom, self-sabotage comes in. So I'm just going to talk about business. So you start growing, everything's going well, like you're getting clients, like it's great, it's going well. And then, so you're going like this, obviously there's up, down, but overall on the graph, you're going up to here, and then you start slowing down. And the behaviors that come in to stop you grow will be things like writing too many things on your to-do list, so you get overwhelmed, so you can't do anything more, so you can't be more successful. Leaving things till last minute, again, getting overwhelmed. You start waking up late. You start becoming a bit lazy, like doing lazy things. You're not a lazy person, you're just doing lazy things. You might start spending longer replying to people and getting back to messages and leads. You might go onto a sales call and already dread it before you go on, but like, do you know what, I don't care if they don't join, because you know, I can't, the thought of taking on another client and managing another client, like I'm already burnt out now, and you won't get that excitement that you initially got when you first was going onto a sales call. What else do? You'll start being unorganized. Unorganization is a protective behavior to stop you reaching more success, right? So that'll come in. Low motivation, tiredness, low mood, anything like that will start to come in. These are all things that your subconscious is forcing you to do to stay in your level of success, because there's something that your mind doesn't like about more success. Because let me give an example. More success consciously we know is great, because you know, live this life of freedom and but to your subconscious, if I become more successful and I grow more and I gain more clients and more money, I won't be able to handle it. I'll be too overwhelmed. I'll burn out, my mental health will go to shit, I'll lose it all, I'll lose my friends, I'll lose my free time, I'll lose myself, and I'll lose relationships. One of those that come in, that, or who do I think I am if I'm more successful? Maybe you have a judgment around being successful and other people potentially judging you for that. So something will come in like that and your mind is like, no. Absolutely not, because all of those are human needs. Like your mental health, what do you gain when you have good mental health? Comfort, like reassurance, love, What do you gain when you have yourself and people around you? Love, connection, support, validation, reassurance, all these things, safety. What do you gain when you're, you know, what's the other one? Not losing it all. Oh, safety, because you have it all, you don't lose it all. So there's so many things that your mind is gaining by staying in the same position now, that if you step into the next level of success, your mind's like, no, absolutely not, because we'll lose all these things. So you can't have it all. So when things start going well, boom, self-sabotage comes in. It's like, no, let's not have it all. You can't have it all. So I'm going to hit some points of how you can actually have it all and have more success as a result, and actually make it feel safe to have success, because success isn't just money and business. Success is actually having a fucking business that allows you to have freedom, that you get to spend time with family, that you get to just enjoy the time off. I know you don't enjoy your time off right now because you have this little voice telling you inside your head to do more, and then you grow out and you burn yourself into the ground. But the real flex of success is actually having it all, and not just having the money. Because what's the point in having the money if you can't enjoy it with people? What's the point in having the freedom if you can't even enjoy the freedom and the time off, right? And what's the point in having the money to buy clothes when you won't even look after yourself and buy the clothes for yourself anyway, because of your money mindset and Okay, so first point of call, there's probably an internal conflict that you have around showing up online that is like, there's two parts of you, right? There's one part that's like, if I want to be successful and I want to be seen as this coach, let's just use coach as an example, or this creator or whatever, I need this voice, I need to show up as knowledgeable, serious, like a boss, like I know what I'm talking about, da 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 da. But then you have the other part of you, and I had this same conflict that I worked through, that was like, but I'm not a serious person all the time. I'm funny, I'm silly, I'm crazy, I'm confident, I'm a bit stupid at times, da 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 da, right? But to your mind, your perception of success is like serious, boss, knowledgeable, got her shit together, da 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 da. But then this is a huge part of who you are as a person, and probably why you have all the friends that you have and the love that you have, because they love you for that version of you, like just you, who you are around your friends, that part. And if that is your perception of success, clients will only come to me if I am knowledgeable, or if I show value, if I do this, if I look like a boss and I have this perceived authority, then fear of success will come right in, and it'll be like, no, because if you step into that success, that's your perception of success, you'll lose this. And this is what gains comfort, love, validation, reassurance from all the family and friends and partner, and makes you, it gives you comfort as who you are, right? So you have this internal conflict. It's like, I need to show up like this, da 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 da, probably driven by ego, imposter syndrome, fear of judgment, fear of not knowing what you're talking about, da 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 da. But then the other side's like, well, hello, this is who you are as well. And you have this internal conflict. So the biggest lesson I've learned with this is this part will bring you so much more success than this part. Oh my God. Who you are as a person, your funniness, your silliness, your like creativity, your like flow, your feminine, like da da da, will actually bring you more success than this part will, because you can only keep this part up for a period of time before this part comes in and is like, hey, don't forget about me, I'm still a huge part of you, I'm going to cause you to sabotage on your success right now, because you're going to lose the comfort, reassurance, validation, friendships, family, love that we have on this side. So the biggest lesson that I have learned is integrate the both. You can be a leader and you can be a boss and you can be this person you want to be, but you can also be silly and funny and crazy and yourself online and authentic. This part of you is the safest part of you. It brings in so much safety because it brings in who your family, friends, love. I've just told you all this, da, da, da. So actually, if you bring that part online, it's going to bring you more safety than this part is. This part is that perceived safety because you think that's what people like and people will buy into you for. But actually, people love you for this part. So if you want to start attracting online and you want to start, calling in people, actually bringing in this part and having both, like boss, leader, but being your fucking self as well, is the most successful thing you can do for more success. Like, honestly, humans chase security, and the more you are yourself, the more authentic you are, the more that screams security, because your behaviors aren't driven by limiting beliefs and fear of judgment, like I need to show up as this. That's all driven by fear of judgment. I need to do this. I need to prove to people that I know what I'm talking about, and therefore they'll listen to me and they'll buy into me. That's all insecurity. Humans don't chase insecurity, they run away from that. They chase security. So the more authentic you can be, the more successful you'll be. Now, next lesson. Oh my God, right. Organisation and time blocking. This is something that I pulled myself up on, and it was an ego thing, and it was like, look how successful I am, but look how unorganised I am at the same time. And it actually became a bit of a flex subconsciously. I was not consciously aware of it. I was just, oh my God, I'm so unorganised. Like, I'm so unorganised. Like, what's so much to do? Da, da, da. It was actually my subconscious flexing that look how successful I am, but unorganised I am at the same time. Look how much I can achieve in such a short amount of time. Yeah, but actually unorganisation was then stopping me from reaching more success because everything was unorganised. I couldn't think straight, I couldn't do things, I couldn't progress with things, right? So it was actually a self-sabotaging behaviour that it thought it had a good intention, but it wasn't so helpful. And a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll write so many things on the to-do list, they'll get themselves into a state of stress, and then they can go and tell people around them that they're busy, I've got so many things to do, look how many things are on my to-do list, da da da. if you think of that as a voice, it's like, hello, look how busy I am, look how stressed I am, look how hardworking and successful I am, validate me, validate my success. Now, the intention, again, is positive because you gain that validation. We're human, we need validation, we need reassurance, all these things. But the way that you're doing it, the way that you're trying to gain validation is unhelpful. So actually, again, how to be more successful is gain validation for actually being successful. So for doing the things. And it comes into that ego thing. I need to wear this. I need to show up as this. I need to do this. But it's giving you that false sense of success. It's not actually who you are. So if you can actually set realistic time blocks, set realistic to-do lists with a break in between, do the tasks, therefore you can then go and tell people, instead of how stressed and busy you are, you can be like, hey, I have time to spend time with you tonight because I've done everything. Boom, I have a successful business and I'm on top and I'm organized and I have a successful friendship or relationship. Now who's more successful? The version of you that's telling people you're busy and pushing them away and therefore just remain in a state of stress, or the people who are actually, someone just told me they got, amazing. Just had someone tell me their recurring revenue it's just gone up, brilliant. Or the person that actually writes realistic thing, does the thing, gains validation from doing the thing, and then actually then you get to go on a holiday because you've done the thing, you've ticked off the list, you've built a successful business, you get to go on holiday, you receive validation for that. So would you rather receive validation for writing a long to-do list and telling people you're busy all the time and get yourself into a state of stress when you actually can't work because you're stressed, the intention's positive, or would you rather actually do the thing, feel calm, go on holiday and receive validation for actually having a successful business? Writing realistic to-do lists and actually doing the thing is so much more, it will make you so much more successful because you gain validation still. Your mind only cares about the validation. It does not care about how you'll get there. Remember that. What was my next point? Good connections and conversations so you can learn skills, aka delegating, having conversations with people who are better than you, asking for help. Oh my God, I'm not gonna ask for help because I don't want to be seen as weak, and it's like your inner child is saying, hello, look at me, I can do it all on my own, I don't need your help, I'm going to prove to you that I'm better than average, I'm going to prove to you that I'm good enough, mom and dad, or a teacher, like I can do it all on my own, I don't need you, la la la. Now, that's ego, it's all just your inner child like proving a point. But actually, again, it's keeping you in your current level of success because whilst other people are out there asking for help so they can learn someone's skills who's spent years learning and you can learn it in 5 minutes and therefore progressing to the next level, you're staying stuck just to prove a point. Now, let me ask you, not asking for help is protecting you from being seen as weak. How else can you be protected from being seen as weak that's going to allow you to move forward? Learn. If I learn, I'm going to have more knowledge, I'm going to be more confident, I won't be seen as weak because I'm going to have a better business. Oh, how do I need to learn? If I ask questions, I learn. So actually, if I ask questions and I learn, I'm actually going to be protected from being seen as weak. And therefore, I'm going to have a more successful business. And therefore, I'm going to learn people's skills that they've spent years learning in 5 minutes because I've asked for help, I've asked a question. So actually, asking for help becomes a superpower that actually skyrockets your success. Same with delegating. Oh my God, I can't delegate because I can't lose control of the business, But the self-sabotage will come in when you delegate, when you don't train your team properly, you don't have team meetings and updates, you don't have clear expectations, boundaries in with your team, and then it'll prove your point that, see, I shouldn't have delegated because no one can do the job as well as I can do it and I'm just gonna have to go back doing it all on my own. Again, look how successful I am with such a stressful business that's unmanaged and I don't have a team. Can you see how actually doing the thing, actually delegating, actually asking for help, actually learning, actually doing the task makes you more successful, but you gain the same things that you would if you're trying to do it all on your own, trying to prove a point, trying to be seen as strong, trying to be seen as doing everything, So actually asking for help, learning more, delegating is the best thing that you can do for success. And you don't want to be in your business all the time. If your goal is to grow like an empire, like a company, like you don't want to be in the business all the time. And then my last point is resting, looking after yourself, eating well, fitness, la-di-da-di-da. 1 second. So everyone's like, oh, I can't rest because I need to do more, I need to do this, da, da, da. But when you actually look at your day, you don't sit on your laptop working for 15 hours of the day. You will sit on the laptop, you'll do an hour block, and then you'll kind of scroll a bit, and then you procrastinate, and then you'll scroll, and then you'll have your laptop on your lap, and da 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 da. And that part is like, hello, I'm going to force you to rest by scrolling on your phone. I'm going to force you to rest by feeling frustrated that you can't concentrate, so then you can't concentrate, and then you don't do the work, and then you're resting. The part is just trying to force you to rest because you don't allow the rest in. Actually resting, I always ask myself this question: how can I get myself into the best energy today? Because my best energy is my whole personality coming out, me feeling fucking incredible, and me becoming like magnetic, attracting, on top, like nothing's holding me back. Okay, then I'm like, well, I feel drained right now. Okay, so what do I need? I need to rest. The minute I rest, the quicker I rest, my mind's gonna fall. I know my mind will force me to rest in an unhelpful way by scrolling, procrastinating, lying in bed, sitting there on my laptop, feeling low mood, so forcing you to rest, right? So your mind's like, hello, you haven't forced me to rest, I'm gonna force you to rest right now. So if my mind is gonna force me to do those unhelpful behaviors, why don't I intentionally take control of this and choose to rest intentionally, get that energy back up, re-energize, and then I can be more productive in the work blocks. And then when I come to do the work blocks, I am super laser focused, no distractions, do the work. I build that trust, that actually the rest equals success. Anything that gets me into my best state, I am doing, because the minute I'm in my best state is the minute I see absolutely unbelievable results. So actually, whilst everyone else is like burning yourself to the ground, when you're not actually doing work for the 5 hours that you set out to do, you have 3 hours of those are scrolling and procrastinating and getting frustrated, da, da, da. You might as well take that hour in between to do an intentional rest, so you can spend the rest of 2 hours actually doing intentional work. Best thing I've ever done. I always ask myself, what do I need to do today to get myself into the best energy? Because when I'm in my best energy, I'm stronger in the gym, I eat better, I feel better, I interact better, I communicate better, I attract better, my content's better, energy's better. Boom, more success. Like, rest equals success. But that's all from me. If you have any questions, just drop me a message on Instagram. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you can take some steps away from this and try it out and build some evidence for yourself. Oh my god, I'm not going to edit this video because I simply can't be bothered. So I'm just going to upload it. So if there's any raw bits in there, I can't even remember, to be honest, if I made any mistakes or whatever, but we're going to go with it. So yeah, I will catch you in next week's video and see you all soon.